the griot. It says stunning actress Lupita Nyong'o, that's how you say it, is speaking out on the age-old boogeyman known as colorism. According to the Huffington Post, Monday, Lupita went on an epic Twitter rant about society's long history of promoting colorist standards of beauty. I thought that they were just promoting their own women, because y'all claim that, you know, Caucasian peoples own the media, right? Quote unquote. So wouldn't they just be promoting the women in their community? And it's not just a situation of they're discriminating. Because I remember growing up and seeing a lot of darker skinned women on TV, in commercials, and in movies as the lead actress, not the goofy looking friend or the goofy acting friend. So maybe it's just me growing up in the 90s. I don't know. But nowadays, because I guess they're still in 2019 not looked upon as the standard of beauty, it's because the quote unquote dominant society is keeping them down, keeping them oppressed. Like, for what reason? Listen, you have a good amount of these females who already love Caucasian men. You know, and they claim that those men like their darker skin tone. So you have to ask yourself, okay, if that's the case, why would they hold you back then if they love your skin so much? If they love your skin so much, why would they hold you back? What would they gain from that? Society's preference for lighter skin is alive and well, wrote the Oscar-winning actress, also pointing out that places with a largely Caucasian population are not the only ones obsessed with this anti-melanated prejudice. Lupita, who was born in Mexico City and raised in her parents' native Kenya, has been able to see firsthand how colorism rears its ugly head in both the Latin communities and even on the continent of Wakanda. No, I'm just joking. Throughout the world, even in Kenya, even today, there is a popular sentiment that lighter is brighter. Well, let me ask y'all, since y'all are here, do y'all truly believe that? Do y'all truly believe that lighter is better? I personally don't. If I wanted a lighter complected woman, I would just date outside my race. I wouldn't date a biracial or light-skinned woman if I was so obsessed with it. Shout out to Marco. She got rich people problems now, too much time. She got a lot of time on her hands to go on this rant. You know? What's good, Miranda? I see you. And we really have to look at this because there's a lot of disgruntled females on social media using their light skin as an excuse. That's what it seemed like to me. Because I never can say growing up that dudes just refuse to date girls because of their skin tone. I've never seen it. As a matter of fact, the dark-skinned chicks always had a dude. Always was pregnant. Shout out to Shy. Support Jaye, Raider Nation, Panthers. Appreciate that, Shy. This looked to me like, you know, her being in a depressed mindset. So, again, we all have different perspectives. But this just seems to me that, you know, because she hasn't been able to get the guys that she wants, that it's manifesting into how she feels about society, you know, because the opportunities that she's gotten is by people who don't look like her, you know, and it's starting to look like an excuse. Okay. The Us star also shared a sweet picture of herself when she was only 5 years old, also revealing that her own childhood motivated to write Sulwi, her new children's book, a picture book about colorism and self-love which centers around a dark-skinned little girl. So this obviously is to promote her book. She's speaking about colorism to promote her book. Is what it looks like. Make sure y'all like the stream. As a little girl reading, I had all of these windows into the lives of people who look nothing like me, chances to look into their worlds, but I didn't have any mirrors. She wrote, adding that mirrors help us develop our sense of self and our understanding of our own world. Shout out to Greatness 81. White man's ice is always colder. Black folks are conditioned. Let's see. Black folks are conditioned through religion and popular culture to believe light is right. You know what? I can agree with that, because look at the actors that they have in these movies. They're biracial. They're just lighter skinned. And those people do get promoted. You know, look at Trevor Noah. If Trevor Noah wasn't his skin tone, if he was darker skinned, would he have the opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm not saying that it's a conspiracy, because I look at you know, guys who look like me get opportunities, make a lot of money, have a lot of success. So again, it can be half and half. It could be a situation where, yes, a lot of these movies and TV shows want people who look lighter, and it could be a situation of this person is just talented and we want them on our show. And it could be that. I don't think it's cut and dry, just 100% throughout the industry. We want people who just look lighter. I just don't believe. Now, I will say this, though. There are a lot of stereotypical roles for people who have Lupita's skin tone. You know? They do seem to put them in the role of the friend, the overweight friend, the overweight friend, or the overbearing mother. It's like the woman that was in the Joker film, the mother that was in the Joker film. Looked stereotypical, right? That was on the bus. Looked very stereotypical, right? So we can say that, but that doesn't mean that across the board when it comes to dating, because she's not just talking about Hollywood. She's talking about dating as well, okay? This just ain't got nothing to do with Hollywood. I think it has a lot more to do with what goes on dating wise. Is she seeing anybody right now? I mean, she really wanted to date Michael B. Jordan, and I think he curved her. You know? I mean, Trevor Noah does. He appeals to Caucasian liberals. I think he appeals more to them. This isn't the 36-year-old's first time speaking up about this prickly subject. Back in 2014, interview with Glamour, the starlet opined that Eurocentric beauty standards were a plague. Is a plague to the entire world. They miswrote this. Shout out to Marco. Amanda Seales is unlikable. Is still unlikable. It's you, right? She is. Amanda Seales is very unlikable. She's not getting a lot of opportunities like that. I mean, she's in a show that she got put on based off her social media following. It wasn't necessarily that she just had the talent, had to do it. Like, she got put in there because she had a fan base, and I think she was cool, with Issa Rae at the time. But yeah, there's a lot of people now who don't like her, you know, male and female. Y'all know I've been very critical. I've been very critical of her. I've been very critical of a lot of lighter complected women. I'm not color struck. I can call out anybody. It don't matter how you look. Even when I'm not on social media, if I see something that's not right, I'll call it out. You know, if I see an unattractive, lighter complected woman, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to holler at her. You know? Let's see. The idea that darker skin is not beautiful, that light skin is the key to success and love, she continues. See, it had a lot more to do with just acting. She's talking about love and relationships as well. Africa is no exception. When I was in 2nd grade, one of my teachers said, "Where are you going to find a husband? How are you going to find someone someone darker than you?" I was mortified. I remember seeing a commercial where a woman goes for an interview and doesn't get the job. Then she puts cream on her face to lighten her skin, and she gets the job. This is the message, that darker skin is unacceptable. I definitely wasn't hearing this from my immediate family. My mother never said anything to that effect, but the voices from the television were usually louder than the voices of my parents. Programming. Yeah, Hazel Lee is very unattractive, no matter how many nose jobs she gets. But that's just me. Other people are different. I will say this, though. There is programming going on. You're seeing the elevation and the promotion of people who are mixed. I do see a lot of that in the women and the men, you know. But I think this goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than a movie or a TV show or commercial. It's about the perception of men and getting attention from men. Now, you hear her talking about Africa, but she has not mentioned one instance in America where she was turned down or rejected from a guy here. You know? Not one instance did she mention that, you know, people in America didn't accept her. I think this is just basically a call to arms, you know, for the colorism community, which is sad to see because I think she's smarter than that. But again, she's promoting a book. I think this has a lot to do with the fact that she's promoting a children's book for dark complected young girls, which is fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But don't be disingenuous. I think you've been a little disingenuous. You know, you've had success, more success than most women trying to get in the industry today, and they are lighter than you. You know, people probably ask, how did she get where she's at? How did she get the opportunities that she got? You know, is it because you're just super talented and they just, you know, you're getting all these opportunities because of that? Or is it because you were a darker skinned female and you fit, especially the movie, the 12 Years a Slave movie? I mean, and then from there, you became a hot topic, you know, and you got these different roles, all due to what? Exactly, you know? So we really have to look at that. I hope that she continues to have success. I don't want her to not have success. I want melanated people to succeed. I don't want them to not succeed. I want them to succeed, but be more, you know, don't be disingenuous. I don't like disingenuous people putting narratives out that they know is not true. You know, because these same females that talk about people not liking their skin will be the same ones dating interracially. They'll be the main ones dating interracially. So you really have to look at that. Be honest, you know. I think that there's a lot of women, they may be honest or they may not, but they know good and well that they have curved a lot of guys because they thought that the guys that they wanted would be interested in them. And when they realized those guys wanted other women who looked a bit different than them, now it's about, wow, it must be because of my skin. No, it's because you have unrealistic expectations. You have very unrealistic expectations. Instead of you realizing that, you want to blame what you look like. You want to blame what you look like because you've curved all these different guys thinking that these guys will want you. And when you realize that they don't, Now all of a sudden, it's because of it's because your skin tone. And it can't be the fact that you may just not be attractive. It's the fact it's your skin tone. It's because you refuse to look yourself in the mirror.